Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. I ended up switching over to StreamYard. I do not know what happened to my chats on I don't know what happened to my chat box on Restream. So now I am live streaming from StreamYard. So let me know, let me know how I sound if anyone is here. Let me know. Let me go here and share this out once again. Things like this happen. So if another but video, don't let that discourage you to not stream. When things like this happen, sometimes you just have to move on and try to redo something else. When things like this happen, sometimes you just have to. Now I'm back. Move on and try to redo something else. When things like this happen, sometimes you just have to. Now I'm back. Move on and try to redo something else. When things like this happen. So now I'm back, like I said. So I'm gonna delete that one. So let me know about this stream. Let me know if you can hear. Okay, he said you can hear me. And is my chat working? Is my chat working? I believe this chat is working just fine. But everything tech, what's up, everything tech? I'm glad you were able to stop by. If anybody wants me to send them a link, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be glad to send you a link, as long as you're not uh talking too crazy or anything. But yeah, I'll be glad to send you a link so we can get a conversation going, because if I do not get a lot of people, then I may shut this down a little early. I know I don't do this kind of stuff uh a lot. I know I don't schedule these, because with me it's I want to do it when I want to do it, and when I don't want to do it. Like, if I don't feel like doing it, I will not do it. But right now I just felt in the mood to come in here, and do a live stream, because I haven't did one in a while. I can tell you how long it's been since I've done a live stream. I haven't did a live stream in a whole month, so maybe maybe I can try to do a live stream at least once a month, maybe, and see how that goes. And then, if I get good at it, do it a little more. But I can't promise you anything, because sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. And I know that may sound crazy, but it is what it is on this end. But right now, I know that right now I'm live. Just want to come here and chop it up with my subscribers, and I do want to say thank you, and I appreciate each and every one of you that is subscribed to my YouTube tech channel. It really does mean a lot to me, to see that people are actually coming to watch my channel. And I do have to work on some things to get my channel even better. I want to grow my channel even more. I want to get more subscribers and more viewers. So, to the people that are actually subscribed to me and that actually really watch my YouTube videos and say I do a good job, thanks. And to people that is not subscribed, you better get subscribed. You should want to get subscribed, but I can understand if you don't want to. But I mean, it's a free thing. It's nothing, and it's not like I'm asking you to pay me money to be subscribed. It's free. So it is what it is. But anyways, what are some of you guys' things you're looking forward to in 2024 as a tech in the tech world, whether it be a phone, a game system, computer, whatever, tablet? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I only have 3 watching as of right now. I need to get a little bit more people in here. Come on. Know you can do it. you're probably at home or at work doing nothing, so you could hop on and come check me out, you know. I may be rambling or it may sound boring right now, but if enough people get in here, you know, we can have a bomb conversation. So I only have two watching. That's crazy. It went from 3 to 2. It went from 3 to 2. But I'm just chilling. I hope you guys had a good Wednesday. I've my Wednesday's been going pretty good so far. So far so good. You know, it's hump day. So yeah. Uh, I do see. I'm scrolling on the internet right now. Since you guys are not bringing anything to my attention, One Plus 12 and One Plus 12R. If you go buy one right now, if you go buy okay, it says One Plus 12 and 12R buyers get free earbuds and 30% off Watch 2 right now. So if you're in the market for a device, but you don't want to do a Samsung, or you don't want to do an Apple, or you don't want to do a Google, you can go over to the OnePlus website and get you a device and get you a deal on the watch and some earbuds. And I would recommend you go pick up a OnePlus 12. I have one right here for myself. I've been enjoying this device. You know, I use it every day when I need to use it. Now it says the Google Store now accept trade-ins for Pixel tablets. That's not bad. So if you're out there and you want to buy yourself a Google Pixel tablet, they now take trade-ins for a Google Pixel tablet. So until I get more people in here so we can start a real conversation, I'm just going to find things on the internet to read to you guys, you know. But so pretty much if you trade in an iPad 12.9-inch third generation, they will give you $325 for that. If you trade in a Galaxy Tab S9 Plus, you get $350. If you trade in an iPad Pro 12.9-inch second gen, $250. If you trade in a Galaxy Tab S9 FE Plus, you get $325. But I don't know that I would trade in an iPad or a Samsung tablet just to get a Google tablet when their tablets are kind of lacking. You know, they're cool, but they don't have as many features as some of these beefier tablets out there. But to each his own. If you trade in an iPad 11-inch, it's the third gen, you'll get 300. If you trade in a Galaxy Tab S9 FE, you'll get 300. iPad 11-inch, this is the second generation, 250. Galaxy Tab S9, 325. iPad Pro 11-inch, just the regular, you'll get 250. Galaxy Tab S8 Plus, 5G, 250. So pretty much if you go on their website right now, this is what you can get. You can trade in those devices and get you a Google Pixel tablet if that's something that you're into. That's not anything that I'm looking for. So if that's something that you are looking for, then there you go. And then this also says that the cheapest foldable phone you can buy is now available on pre-order in the US, and that is the Nubia Flip 5G. It is the same price as the Google Pixel 7a. That is cool, but I don't know if I want to pay that kind of money for a flipping smartphone. I don't know, because it says the Nubia Flip 5G is now available to pre-order in the US. This is the cheapest foldable phone in the market at $499. But what is it lacking? I'm sure it is lacking a lot of features. It says orders will be shipped from April 23rd according to the brand. So if that's something that you're into, if you're looking for a cheaper flippable folding phone, then you can get one. The Nubia has one for $499.99. which it's not bad, but I just don't know about that. That is what that device looks like right there. I just don't know about that. It may feel cheap, may feel like plastic, but who knows. And we all know that Magic Editor and other Google Photo AI tools are going free unlimited edits on Pixel. So I believe the Google Pixel Fold is supposed to get it also, but um I don't know how true that is, because I know my Google, a lot of people got the circle to search on their Google Pixel Folds when they updated to the April security patch. I have a Google Pixel Fold right here. I'm going to turn it on and show you that my circle to search is really not working how it's supposed to work. So I'm going to just demonstrate that right now. So pretty much you're supposed to be able to get the update and have Google circle to search. But as of right now, mine is not working at all. Some people's is working on their inner display and not their outer display. And some people's is working on their outer display and not their inner display. But I do have the April 5th security patch. And when I go into, well, update or whatever you want to call it, but when I go into an app, you're supposed to, okay, so when you go into an app, you're supposed to be able to press and hold this bar here, and it's supposed to bring up something that to let you do a search. And as you can see here, I'm not lying, mine is currently not working. I don't know what's going on, but it could just be a little glitch with my device, I don't know. But it's not working on the inner display, nor is it working on the outer display. So that's not good. That's not a good thing. So Google, if you're out there, please fix that, because that is a really, really good feature. And I would love to use that on my device. I would love to have access to that and use it, but as of right now, I cannot use it because it is not working for some odd reason. And then, like I said, on some people's phone, it's working on their outer display, not their inner display, or vice versa. It's working on the inner display. Now, the outer display, I only have one person watching, but to that one person watching, I do appreciate that you are still watching. Like I said, if more people come on, we can start a good conversation. And if there's someone that wants to join the live stream, hit me up. Twitter, you can DM me on Twitter, or Facebook Messenger, or Instagram. DM me on Instagram, and I will make sure I get you a link. I'm not going to shut down just yet, but if I don't get enough people watching in a couple of more hours, I will probably close this. So just let me know, because it's up to you. I know, like I said, I know you guys are busy, because this is just a oops, I wanted to stream kind of thing. So I can understand some of you can't get on. Some of you probably are at work, or doing have better things to do with your life than to just sit and watch me talk. So it is what it is. At least I am trying to do something. Trying to do something. Trying to get some more content uploaded for the channel in the way of live streams when I don't have anything else to cover or review. This is something that I could do. So leave me some stuff in the chat. Let's chat. What are some devices you are looking forward to in 2024? What are you going to buy? What are you not going to buy? What are your thoughts on a Z Fold 6? What are your thoughts on Google coming out with their second Pixel Fold device, folding phone? What do you think about OnePlus? They're coming out with their second folding phone. You know, what do you think about Apple? They're coming out with no folding phones. So just let's it's a lot of different stuff we can chat about. How do you feel about Apple maybe adapting RCS on their messaging app when we get Android, when we get iOS 18? What do you think about the idea of being able to place some of your icons wherever you want them? That's something I'm really really looking forward to. I'm really looking forward to iOS 18 and to see the different changes that are supposed to be made. So, okay, Michael Peppers in the house. I'm looking forward to the next Pixel Fold. OnePlus Fold, I'm kind of over Samsung as far as their folds. Yeah, that you do got a point. I kind of am too. I have the Z Fold 4. My plan is to trade it in for a Z Fold 6, but I don't know. I do want another Samsung folding phone, but I just don't know because Samsung is not making enough innovative upgrades for me. They're just not doing it. Like, they're still going to give you the exact same camera. They're not changing the camera really. They're not going to make the battery any bigger than it already is, and it pretty much they're just changing the processor because the design that we all seen, it was like a design that looked like this, but come to find out, we're not probably even going to get that design. It's probably still going to be the exact same design that we already have. I could be wrong, but just let me know if I'm wrong or right. And then they're probably not going to be able to insert the S Pen in the folding phone like they should in the first place. So yeah, I can hear you when you say, you're kind of over Samsung when it comes to their folding devices. Michael Pepper says, I have the Fold 5, and unless they make some major changes, I'll just stick with it until mine is paid off. I got mine with Spectrum Mobile, so I can trade in once it's 50% paid off, but I probably won't. Yeah, see, and that's another thing. Like, that's something I'm thinking about too with this Z Fold 4. If the Z Fold 6 is not that nice to me, I may just trade it in for a 5 and just stick with a 5. It just all depends, but it just all depends because this year that was the one phone that I really, wanted to upgrade to. But I do like what OnePlus is doing with their folding devices. I don't know if I would get a OnePlus, the second variant of the OnePlus 2, OnePlus Open. I'd probably go with the first variant if I can catch it on a good deal. I seen some people on Facebook Marketplace selling theirs like brand new for $800. I wouldn't mind having one. I just need to try to save up some money so I can get one because I wouldn't mind checking it out. And as far as Google's folding the new fold, like, I am very content and satisfied with their first fold. Like, I really am. Like, I don't feel a need to try to jump out there and get the second, iteration of the Google Pixel Fold. I don't know. It's just like I have it the first one and I'm okay. I'm okay with the first one. So we shall see. We shall see. But it should be interesting with these phone company brands coming out with more devices. I just wish Samsung could step their game up just a tad bit more because this will be their sixth folding device and nothing drastically really has changed from the 2 to the 5 really. Of course, the battery or whatever is nicer because of the processor, but that is because of the processor that they're putting into it. So it really doesn't have a good battery. It's just the processor is running well on it to make it have a better battery. But I actually want to see Samsung put a bigger battery in their folding smartphones. Do it to where it won't blow up. They might be still scared with because they're Note 7 had problems and it blew. A lot of people's Note 7s blew up, but they can get over that. They really can if they really wanted to. I'm most definitely going to swap up my Pixel Fold for the second generation, especially with them going to the Tensor 4 and upgrading the cameras. Yeah, that's nice, but I made a mistake when I bought mine. Excuse me. I bought mine on the installment plan, so I pretty much have to stay with it for a while, because if I wanted to trade it in or whatever, I would have to pay the full amount to even trade it in. So I'm okay with having the Google Pixel Fold, the Google Pixel Fold, just having the first one. But it will be interesting to see what the new one looks like, what the cameras look like, if they're going to get rid of the bezel on the inside, and if it's going to keep this form factor. I feel like Google needs the Pixel devices, Google, their phone devices, they need to stay with this form factor, because this is perfect for in the hand, when it's closed. I don't want them to get too wild and try to do what Samsung is doing. They just need to leave well enough alone and fix the things that they need to fix. And yes, bringing the Tensor 4 chip is nice, but I hope it can run the way it should be able to run. Crazy seeing some import folds with 505 5,000 or 508 milliamp batteries and thinner and super fast charging. I don't see why Samsung can't do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. I think they're scared. I think they're scared ever since their Galaxy Note 7, that thing blew up. I think they're scared of pushing bigger batteries. They can at least give us a 5,000 milliamp battery, and I would be happy with that, because like I said, these phones fold. This is a screen on the outside and then a whole big screen on the inside. This needs to have a better battery. It needs to have a bigger battery to run all of this, because some people just use their folding phone open all day. And then some people use it closed. Yes, if you use it closed, you get a lot more battery life, but why use it closed when you can also open it? But you don't want to have to use it open and worry about it draining fast because it's open. So yeah, Samsung has a lot of work to do for this to be their sixth folding phone. I don't know. I just don't get what's going on with. The people, sorry, I keep hitting mute. The people are still going crazy, so they're still going to buy our devices no matter what we do, no matter what we take away, no matter what we don't give, no matter what kind of little changes we make, no matter what changes we don't make. So that's where I feel like us as buyers and tech people, we need to be like, hey, we're not going to buy your product if you're not going to give us what we want. I feel like without us, there's no them. So they have to make a product for people to actually use. And we just need to stand up and be like, hey, we're not going to buy this device if you don't put this in there, if you don't put that in there, because the more we buy these devices, and they know we're going to buy them, and they're not making big significant changes, then the more they're going to do it. The more they're going to do it, and the more they're just going to laugh at us because we're wasting our money on them when they're not giving us what we want and what we actually want to pay for. So, and with folding phones being as expensive as they are, I need you to put a little bit more into your folding device, because what Samsung is doing is not cutting it. It really isn't. Like, they're doing us wrong, really. They're doing us wrong. But we're falling for it every time, and that's why they're doing it, because allowing them to do it, including myself. Me myself, I can say the same thing. I've had every generation of Samsung Fold, and the 2 through 5 have basically been the same, with just a processor upgrade. Most significant was the 3 to 4 with battery life bump, and the 4 to 5. True, yeah, the 3 to 4, that's, that was a big upgrade for me. It's a lot more battery in on this. Well, it's really not a lot more battery, because, like once I said, these are still rocking the exact same battery. It's just the new perform of the new processor is processing it better. That's really all it is, and that is crazy to think, like, you're just pretty much buying the exact same phone over and over again, just with a little bit of incremental changes, nothing major, and that's crazy. Bump the battery life up to just enough. I could rock the Fold 5 all day long. See, that's cool, and I like that though. I like that, but they also need to put bigger batteries in the device. Just think, having an even bigger battery in the device, you can rock it even longer. You can't now. Michael Pepper Tech, can you get like 2 days out of your Z Fold 5, or just one? See, that's the thing. Like, I want to have a folding device to where I ain't got to worry about charging it for a good little minute, and I can still be using it no matter what screen I'm using. That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know. So let me know that, because that's the kind of folding phone I want, to where it's gonna last long. Not just a couple of hours, not a day. I want 2 to 3 days. I like the first fold inner display with the corner notch for the cameras. Had 2 cameras inside and didn't cut into content at all. I kind of wish they'd bring that back. Huh. And I thought that actually looked kind of ugly, but they need to Samsung, they need to get rid of this under display camera, because the technology is not, it's not there. I don't know what they were thinking when they came up with the idea of putting it under the display, the front facing camera. This camera might as well not even be there, because it's not a good looking camera at all. Like, this camera is janky. When you this front facing camera is janky. Like, it looks so weird. It looks grainy. It looks like you need to wipe your screen down. And that's crazy, because you're paying the kind of money that you're paying for these devices, but you get stupid cameras. Even the back cameras are not all that great. And we might not get better cameras this year either on it. Definitely not 2 day phone for the Z Fold 5, unless you maybe only use it for like 3 hours a day. See, that's crazy. But when I think of fold, I'm thinking of something spectacular. You know, spectacular camera, spectacular build, spectacular usage. But we're just not getting it. That's why I cannot just give away candy bar style devices yet. That's why I cannot, because I feel like these foldables that we're getting are just not there yet, especially with Samsung. Maybe if you do a port in or something, not a port in, or whatever you want to call it, you can get a better overall experience. And it shouldn't be that way, but it is. I'm gonna need this the United States of America, to step up with their folding devices. Come on, Samsung, you gotta step up. You want to be able to compete. The only thing that's really making Samsung folding devices number one is because they have an S Pen and it's actually functional. This is the reason why They are compete. They foldables are number one. This is only the reason why, to me, because no other foldable really has S Pen. They might have something called like a stylus, but no, this functions. This has different function in it just by the click of a button, you know. So that to me really is the only reason why Samsung, can't be dethroned when it comes to their foldables, because it's an S Pen that you get to use with the photo device, and there's not too many other foldables that get access to that a fully functional S Pen. You know, like I said, they have styluses, but they're not fully functional styluses. This is a fully functional X Pen. You come here, you click, you get your little buttons and all of that. You can do what you need to do. You write, you can do your little stickers, your color. This is what's keeping Samsung foldables on top. To me, my opinion though. Let me know what y'all think. But to me, it's the S Pen. It is what it that's just it is what it is. I don't know any other way to put it. It's the S Pen. Because if it didn't have an S Pen, then I don't see myself really like, oh, I want a Samsung folding phone. You know, my OnePlus 12 battery life has been insanely good. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? The OnePlus 12 battery life is amazing to me. It's amazing. If I could get that on a fold, I'd go all in on a fold. Right, but we're not going to get that on the fold. At least not what Samsung has to offer, especially with OnePlus. OnePlus is 80 watt wired and 50 watt wireless charging. Give me a folding OnePlus 12. Right, that would be nice. Samsung doesn't even have charging capability speeds that fast. And that's crazy. Like I said, it's sad how it's the underdog companies, the overseas companies that are doing it a tad bit better than people in the United States of America. That's sad. Uh Medicines 23 is in the building. Just got me a Pixel Fold for 600. I love it. See, that's nice. You got that for a good deal. Even though the two was about to come out, you got that for a good deal. Kudos, congratulations on that. I hope you are enjoying that. As you said, if you need any help with that, hit me up. And I have a few videos on my channel. But if you want to see some different stuff about it, let me know, and maybe I can put out some more content on the Google Pixel Fold, because the Google Pixel Fold, this is still a nice device, even though they're coming out with the second one. Still nice to have, because it was their first device that they came out with that was folding. Samsung's still doing 25 watt wired on their Fold and 45 watt on their S24 Ultra, while other companies are doing wireless charging faster than Samsung. Weird. Right, that's what I'm talking about. Samsung just don't get it. They're just not getting it. I don't know why. Like, to me, that's trash though, but we run out and buy them. We run out and buy a Samsung device every time. Why? I don't know. Probably because it's the name, but I don't know. Sick phone couldn't justify at 1800, but for 600 it's a certified gold. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure, it's a great gold at $600. You dang right about that. Yeah, for what it has to offer, and you were able to get that for 600. That was a steal right there. That was a steal. But yeah, Michael Pepper, it's crazy. I don't know how Samsung is coming up with their designs, their ideas, and things like that, because it's crazy. But like you said, the OnePlus 12 is, yeah, it's all that and a bag of chips is what I'm gonna say. It's lacking some stuff, but hey, it is what it is. I still like it. And a lot of people are ranting and raving about AI features and this and that. I don't have to have AI features. I'm okay without having AI features. My phone runs just fine without the AI features and all the intelligent crap. I don't have to have all of that because I'm not into that like a lot of people are. So to me, the OnePlus 12 was a good buy for the price, for the battery. For the style of it, it was a good buy. And I'm still enjoying it. Nash, I don't know how to say your name, but he says, "Hey Kia." I'm gonna say, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?" I hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. It's hump day. Hope you're having a good day, good hump day. He says, "What's your daily driver?" Well, I have two right now. iPhone 15 Pro Max. This is always going to be my number one daily driver. Secondary daily driver right now is my Z Fold 4. But if I don't want to rock that, I also have OnePlus 12 and a Google Pixel Fold as of right now. So I do have four phones. I daily drive two. I take an Android with me and an iOS device all the time. That is how I do it. Uh, the $349 Nothing Phone 2A having 45-watt charging, while Samsung's most expensive device doesn't. It's amazing. See what I'm saying? It just don't make sense. It don't add up. Other companies is doing it better with their mid-range, stuff, but devices. And then you got Samsung wanting to throw $1,800 on something, or $1,200, 13, 14, 15, $1,600 on something, and we can't even get 45-watt charge, fast charging, let alone wireless, with it. So it's crazy. But like I said, until we speak up and be like, no, we're not going to buy these devices, they're going to keep on doing it. They're going to keep on doing it. Until we speak up. And with people speaking up, making these videos, they hear you. They hear you. I'm telling you, some things have slowly changed with some devices because the people spoke out. It might take a while, but if enough of us can speak and complain about it, hey, best believe they're gonna change it up. They're gonna have to change it up if they want to make even more money. I feel like they could be making even more money if they were giving everybody what they wanted. Then more people would buy their devices. Some people do not buy Samsung devices because they do not give them everything they want. So they'll go to another brand, that works for them. And that's money that Samsung is losing out on. I'm looking forward to the Nothing Phone 3 later this year. I can only imagine what using a Nothing Phone with a flagship chip and cameras would be like. Yeah, that would be nice. I had the Nothing Phone 1 for a while. It was cool. My only problems with that was it was small. I probably should have waited until they came out with the Nothing Phone 2, because when they came out with the Nothing Phone 2, we got a 6.7-inch display, and I like a big phone. And the Nothing Phone 1 was I think it was 6.5 inches. So that's where I made a big mistake. But I like what Nothing is doing with their device because it's different. The name, the phone name, the phone brand, that's that draws people's attention. Nothing. And then the fact that they have the little glyph effects, nobody else is doing that. You're gonna get comments when you're out and about when you have a Nothing device, because people are gonna be like, "Hey, what is that? Is that an iPhone?" And you be like, "No, iPhone can't do this." So it is, it is what it is. And I like that attention sometimes when I'm rocking a phone and somebody is like, "Oh, what is that?" They don't know what it is. Like I say, I like to be different. I don't really like to walk around with what everybody got. And iPhones, everybody has iPhones, and that's kind of a bummer. But best believe where I stay, nobody knows about a OnePlus devices, and nobody has this OnePlus 12. So when I'm out and about with this OnePlus 12, people are asking me questions like, "What kind of phone is that? Is that a No, this is not a Samsung. It's far from a Samsung. It's better than a Samsung. So it is what it is on that. With that note, we need more brands to come out and do stuff different with their devices, not just do the same old stuff, because that's getting old. If they brought a QI2 charging and made their own battery pack, that uses the glyphs to show charging and such. That would be sick. Yeah, that's something that they could do to make them even more better. Did you get a lot of eyes on it when rocking the nothing phone? Yes, I did. People was like, "What kind of phone is that?" It kind of resembled the iPhone, but then when I showed them what it can do, they was like, "Oh yeah, that's not an iPhone. What is that? How can I get one?" How much does it cost? They thought it cost more than an iPhone when it costs less than an iPhone. That made it even better. I'm looking to see what the Fold 5 or OnePlus Fold 2 be about. Uh yeah, that's nice, but I don't know. I'll probably go the OnePlus 2 route than the 5 though. Cause this Samsung you're talking about. If you want something different, if you want to step outside the box, I tell you to go to that OnePlus Fold 2 or Open 2, whatever they're gonna call it, and just see what that's looking like. Cause the OnePlus Open, that's a nice phone. If I could get the money to get my hands on it or find one for a great deal, I'm gonna get it because that would be a nice phone to have and use. So yeah, I mean, foldable phones are nice. I can't say they are becoming the future because some of them, the ones Samsung have, just are just not up there. They're just not up there yet. Of course, as the years go on, hopefully they'll get even better. But I don't know. Not with how Samsung is doing it. I don't know. Like if you want a tight or dope foldable, you probably just gonna have to import you one. That's all I can say because that's where I see where they're doing the most with the import foldables. I wouldn't go the Samsung route for a foldable just yet. If you want something that's gonna last, or gonna give you the battery that you want, the features that you want. Of course, Samsung is feature packed, but heck, you could just get a regular Samsung S24 Ultra and be good with that. You don't have to have the folding device. I got it because I wanted it. But now I'm like, maybe I should get this up and just get a S24 Ultra because it still has the S Pen and go a different route when it comes to foldable phones. So it's just up to what you prefer and what you like and what you're gonna use. That's that's all that it really is about. But Samsung does need to change up their game. They really do because they're about to be on their sixth foldable and we're getting disappointing news, already, and it's almost here. And that's crazy. Last fold I had was the Fold 3. Yeah, I had the Fold 3. It was nice, but it was trash. The battery life sucked. So I sold it and got the Z Fold 4. So yeah, I have the Z Fold 3. Z Fold 3 was my first folding device. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that, and I got it. It was cool, but the battery sucked very badly on that. Like, just bad. The battery was bad, even though they have the same batteries, but I guess it was the processor at the time. But it sucked. That battery wouldn't last worth nothing. And another thing that Samsung needs to get better at is, what do they call it? Their standby. Like, I will have my Z Fold 4 always on display on. I could be done, just cut it on, it'd be at 100, then look at it next minute and it's dropped down to 99%. Like, they got to get that together because on my OnePlus 12, if I'm not using my phone and my always on display is on, it's still gonna be 100%. It don't start trickling down until I start using it. But this thing, it be going down crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's eating the battery up, but it's crazy. And like I said, that's stuff they need to fix. Like, you charging all this kind of money for a device, but you can't get things like that right. And OnePlus ain't even charging that much for their 12, but they charging that much for their foldable. But their standby time is good too. Stuff like that. Michael Pepper says, I've been going back and forth between my OnePlus 12 and S24 Ultra lately. OnePlus has better battery life and charging, but the flat display and some software stuff on the S24 Ultra is nice too. See, that's another thing. That's why I have multiple phones and different brands of a phone. I can't just stick to one brand, because one brand has something that I like more over the other, or the other one has something that I like more over the other brand. So that's a big reason why I carry an iPhone, an iPhone, and an Android device. Because I like them both. They both offer different things. So that's why I'm not just gonna be stuck on one device like I used to. I used to be all Android chick. Like, oh no, I ain't touching an iPhone. That's evil or whatever. But now that I switched over and changed and touched one, I'm like, okay, I gotta have this iPhone, but then I also gotta have me an Android device. No matter what brand, just whatever Android device I can have, that I feel like it's going to get the job done. So that's how I do it. That's how I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep rocking it. I'm gonna need Motorola to step up. Like Motorola, they need to make a folding phone. That would be nice, but I don't know though. They probably never will. They got their flip phone. I had the Motorola 40 plus before. It was nice. It just wasn't for me. I'm more of a foldable person than a flip girl. Yeah, that's another thing. Do you guys like foldable phones more, or do you like flippable phones more? Let me know. Because I'm more of a foldable phone kind of girl. Like, hey, look, I got something that folds, more flashy, draws more attention to me than a flipping phone does. But the flipping phones, they're very stylish. And for people that say like they work in they're firefighters, doctors, nurses, they got the little front pouch, they just stick it in there and use it. But even with the flip phones, the flipping folding phones don't have enough battery for me and how I use my devices. So that's another reason why I had to get rid of my Motorola 40 plus or whatever they was calling it. I had to let it go because it wasn't for me. I need to figure out a good charging setup to charge all of my devices. Need to have a TD area by my bed in another spot in my office. I think I'll work on that and make a video about it. Yeah, that'll be nice. So pretty much my office is in my room, and then so I have my bed, and then this desk that I am working, that I do my work on and stuff. I have a Nomad base station and then another Nomad station. So I just sit my one phone on there. I can sit two phones on this Nomad base station. This little one right here. I don't know how well you can see that, but this little one right here. And then I have this one right here. This is where you just sit one device on, it stands up. Then I also have a USB-C cable connected to one of these little outlets that I added on my desktop. And that is how I charge up my four devices when I need to charge them up. But I mainly charge up my iPhone wirelessly. But since I have this little thing on the back, I've been doing USB Type C with it. But yeah, that'll be a good video to make. I'll be interested in seeing that myself. Sure will. I met just Nomad, but haven't heard anything back yet. Yeah, these companies, it do be hard trying to get in touch with some of these companies. I used to email them like crazy, but I don't want to do that. I kind of slowed that down because I don't want to feel like I'm being demanding and stuff like that. If they get back to me, they get back to me. If they don't, then they don't. And sometimes I'll be like, maybe I just need to push out some more content before, I go back to them, or like, hey, just keep working and eventually they'll see me, eventually they'll come across my videos, hopefully, and reach out to me. Because for one while I was getting stuff from Nomad, and then I had stopped getting stuff from Nomad. But then I don't know, Michael Pepper, do you know about the Shopify thing? It's something on there that you can go on there and companies will reach out to you on there or something. Because Nomad sent me that base station through that through Shopify. I don't know how. I don't know how I set it up, but they came back and sent me something through there. So maybe that's something you want to look into. Nature City says iPhone 15 Pro Max. I'm getting it next month. Nice. Yeah, the iPhone 15 Pro Max is a pretty nice device. You know, if you out there and you like iPhone, I can't say it's an awesome device because iPhone is iPhone. iOS is iOS. So, but it's cool for like FaceTiming, uh, iMessaging, and that it just works smooth. And it does what you need it to do. Fold 6 Ultra. I don't know. Are they coming out with a Z Fold 6 Ultra? I thought they said they weren't. I know they said they're trying to come out with a Z Fold 6 FE. And I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't know if somebody should buy a Z Fold 6 FE. That, to me, that doesn't make sense, because when you're getting these foldable devices, you want a big, nice, beefy folding device that can do pretty much what you need it to do. And having a FE, okay, yeah, it'll get people that is not able to buy these more expensive foldables. They'll give them a chance to have a foldable, but you're not getting the exact same experience. You're getting a more watered down, cheaper experience. That's not always good. He said yes. Oh well, when did they say they was coming out with a Z Fold 6 Ultra? Because I haven't heard anything about the Z Fold 6 Ultra yet. Really, he got to look into it more. Well, yeah, let me know when you look into it more, because hey, if that's the case, then that's what you should go for. If you're trying to get a Z Fold 6, you don't want to get the 6, you don't want to get the FE, the Z Fold 6 FE, you want to buy the Z Fold 6 Ultra. But if they come out with the Ultra, they're probably going to make that be even more money, and you're not going to be getting ultra like features. That's another thing. Like, if you're gonna call something the ultra, I want ultra features. I'm busy working on my ride share business project. Nice. Having an FE version of the Fold must mean they have enough old stock they need to get rid of, I guess. But I feel like that's gonna be a waste of money. Whoever buys that device, I feel like whoever buys that device is gonna be disappointed in their purchase, like, because it's gonna be a watered down version. You're probably not going to get all well, you already know you're not going to get the features that a regular Z Fold has, or Ultra, or the Z Fold Ultra has, if that even is going to really come out. So FE6, I'd rather keep my Fold 4. See? Right, that's what I'm saying. Like a Z Fold 6 FE, that they don't even need to do that. Like, they really don't. They can take all of that and wasted space and energy and beef up the Z Fold 6, or beef up the Z Fold 6 Ultra, instead of trying to come out with an FE. Because those, I don't think that FE's, oh, so you say Sage. Okay, so your name is Sage. Okay, now I know how to pronounce it. The M was throwing me off. But yeah, that just doesn't feel like that's going to sell enough. It really doesn't. Z Fold 6 better have the new Samsung cameras. But see, Sage, that's what they're talking about. I've heard that it's not going to have the new Samsung cameras. I heard it's going to have the same cameras as the Fold 5. See what I'm talking about? They say one thing and then they do something totally different, and then they leave us disappointed. But then we still go out and buy the devices. We got to change. We got to change. We got to change. They should have better cameras, though. That I agree. Like, I don't see what the big deal is about putting. I don't see the problem about putting better cameras on a Fold. Like, you already charging us a lot for it. I'd rather be charged more money for better features than be charged more money for lesser features. Is how I feel. So that's just me, though. They'll have to reduce what they give on trade-ins, or the regular Fold 6 after trade-in will end up being cheaper than the FE without trade, of course. Yeah, or maybe they're just gonna release the Z Fold 6 and Z Fold FE, this year. Maybe later on in the year they're gonna come out with the Ultra, because I don't think they're gonna come out with three folding phones. Like that's impossible. There's no need. Two, okay, but three, that doesn't make any sense. You already got the Z Fold 6, Z Fold Ultra. Okay, you don't need an FE. I feel like the FE is just getting thrown in there just to say, oh, we have a cheaper folding device. When they could just make the Z Fold 6 be the cheaper folding device and just call it the Z Fold 6 and the Ultra be the more premium, more expensive device. That's how I feel about the situation. Z Fold 4, I had no problems with it and still plenty of space. Yeah, my Z Fold 4 that I recently got is 512 gigabytes of storage. So yeah, 2000 for last year's Tech SMH. I know that's crazy. They won't keep the S Galaxy series going and instead putting all in the fold. And I mean, and that's cool. That's cool if they want to get rid of the Galaxy S series. But if they do that, they have to make these folding phones a lot more appealing, a lot more cost worthy. If, like I said, if something has a lot of features that you want in it, you're going to want to pay for it because it has those kind of features. You're not going to want to pay for something that's lacking, but it costs more money. That's just how I look at it. Like, if you're going to give me more, okay, I understand I'm going to have to pay more, but if you're giving me less, then I shouldn't have to pay more. I should have to pay less. Pay less for less, pay more for more. $2,000, I still use my sub 500 Pixel 7. LOL. Marcus, that's totally fine. We understand that there's people out there that can't afford these devices. Heck, I can't even afford the devices. Some of my devices are installment devices. And another reason why I have so many devices is because I do YouTube and I'm into tech. If I was just a regular old person, I wouldn't have all of these phones. Heck, I'd have something old and be just fine with it. But it's because it's what I like to do and I'm into it. So, and I save my money so I can get it. The S Galaxy series is Sammy's baby. Yeah, but I just feel like they need to leave the FE Fold alone because Samsung is making okay money already with their A series. Like, there is no need to come out with uh Z Fold 6 FE. Like, there really is no need. Like, they need to go before they come out with it, they need to do a survey and to see how many people would actually buy that device. And that will let them know if they really need to come out with it. Because if they come out with this device and they get no sales on this device, that's stupid because people are going to buy the 6, even though it's expensive. That's the one that screams, oh, this is the better and nicer foldable. I'm not going to go waste my money on Z Fold 6 FE when I'm already knowing that the features are not going to be good, that it's not going to have a nice stuff. They might give that a lesser battery power. Shoe that might be plastic. I just can't wrap my head around that of them coming out with a Fold FE6. The Z Fold 6, okay, the Z Fold Ultra, yes, I can understand, but if it's an Ultra device, it needs to have Ultra features, because just because you throw Ultra on the end of a device does not mean it's an Ultra device. I need ultra like features for it to be an ultra device. 2 years on new Samsung products. I just like that's what I just beat myself up sometimes about what Samsung is doing, because I'm like, man, y'all are on y'all about to be on y'all 6 foldable and you still have not yet got it right. Like, it's crazy. Then you get OnePlus out here doing it and getting it right and about to be on their second one, but Samsung, come on now, Samsung, you're supposed to be the number one dog, and you still aren't doing it right yet. What Android update is the Fold 4 running? I have Android 14 6.0 running on mine as of right now, so it's up to date. Well, it's 6.0, but the Z Fold 5 is 6.0.1, I think. So it's up to date, but it's still a little behind. But yeah, Samsung needs, I don't know. better people working for them, better people coming up with better ideas to making these devices, you know. I don't know. I just don't get it sometimes. I'm like, how it's not that hard to do this thing. I'm like, it's not that hard to do it. I know it costs money, but like I said, I would be willing to pay that kind of money if I was guaranteed everything that I wanted in it. You know, I would be satisfied. I wouldn't complain. I probably wouldn't even have a need to upgrade to a device. But I guess that's why they do it, because they want you to spend money. They want you to waste your money. They want you to get the latest and greatest. So I guess that's why they do it, because they got to make their money. So that's why they do it. I got a new watch. I got new watch bands coming in for my OnePlus Watch 2. I also got a OnePlus pad coming today, going to see what the data charging feature is all about. Yeah, see, that's what I need to get. I need to get the OnePlus charging pad, because I heard it really makes a difference with the OnePlus 12. And Michael Pepper, how is that OnePlus Watch 2? Because I know when OnePlus came out with their first watch, it didn't do that great. So how is this OnePlus Watch 2? You know, I like smartwatches. I love the idea of them, but the kind of job I do, I'm not allowed to wear a smartwatch. So I stopped wasting my money on buying smartwatches, because I'm not able to wear them the way I would like to wear them and use them on a daily basis. So I just stick with using my phones. But smartwatches are nice though. He's going on OnePlus 12 himself in rugged phones. Yeah, OnePlus 12, it's a nice one. It's a nice one. It has a nice price, nice battery. It's like a flagship. Flagship features for cheaper prices. That's what I like. And we need more companies to do things like that instead of just gouging us for devices. Loving the watch too so far. Battery life has been great and charging is fast. I use it for sleep tracking and can get 4 days still easily. See, that's nice. That's nice. What, 14 and 13? What do you mean? Are you talking about Android? Oh, are you asking what the One Plus 12? The One Plus 12 has Android 14, if that's what you want to know. And my Z Fold 4 has Android 14, if you want it, if that's what you were asking. Nature, I don't know what you were asking, but that is what those two devices are running. And of course, the Google Pixel Fold is Android 14 also. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to iOS 18. I hope a lot of the things that they're talking about, I hope that they bring those changes over, because as we know, iPhone people usually don't uh do big updates and things. Every now and then they will, but you're not going to get a great update all the time, and this is supposed to be the next big update, so that's cool. How do you decide on choosing an ecosystem? I have Samsung products like their Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, but I'm not sold on any of their phones just yet. I don't know. I just whenever I go buy a phone, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get their buds. That's just how I am. I have the Google Pixel Fold. I have the Google Pixel Buds 2 Pro, OnePlus 12, the OnePlus 12 Buds 2 Pro, if that's what they call them. Z Fold 4, the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro, iPhone 15 Pro Max, the AirPods Pro 2. So like, anytime I get a phone, I like to keep the earbuds with them also. I don't always use the earbuds that I have with that exact device, but I just like, I don't know, it's just something that I like to get the same brand earbuds when I buy their devices. Why? I don't know. It's just something that I'm used to. And I try to like, if I get an iPhone, so I'll try to get an iPad if I can. Right now, I have a Mac Mini, because I like iOS's ecosystem. I had an iPad 11 Pro, the M1, but like I said, I sold that because I got it in the wrong storage. If would I buy another iPad? Yes, but am I hurting without one? No, because I have an iPhone. Like I said, I currently have the Tab S8 Ultra, to go along with my Z Fold 4. But yeah, I've had mismatched ecosystems before. And I've had Samsung phone, iPhone, and an iPad and a tablet, Samsung tablet before. I guess it just all depends on what you like and what works for you, But you just know Samsung, iOS just works good together. It works better than Samsung does together, But then on the other hand, if you have a folding phone or one of the latest Samsung devices, you have DeX, So it just all depends on what you like. But if you want to match them, you can. The only problem is the iOS watch, the Apple watches don't work good with Android. That's the main problem, So if you're getting a phone, then you're gonna want to get the same watch so you can have simultaneously syncs and usage. I never thought I'd like another smartwatch other than an Apple Watch, but Wear OS has gotten a lot better. Still missing some things, but I'm used nothing I use often is missing. See? Sometimes you gotta go outside the box. Jordan Floyd says, "Yo, Kia, what's up, Jordan Floyd?" And he also says, "Happy Wednesday," and happy Wednesday back to you. I'm glad you were able to stop by on this last notice. I'm glad you were able to stop by and come check me out. We're just talking about some of the latest devices that are coming out, and we're just talking about the frustrations of Samsung not giving us what we want, and we're talking about the iOS 18 update. Well, I'm talking about the iOS 18 update because I'm ready for it. I'm ready to see what happens. We're talking about the Google Pixel Fold 2, OnePlus Fold 2, a Samsung Z Fold 6, and maybe Z Fold 6 Ultra, and the Z Fold 6 FE, which there's no need for the Z Fold 6 FE smartwatches, and just anything tech is what we are chatting about right now. We're just having a laid back, chill kind of time, or at least I am. I don't know about you guys. You guys could be working hard, but I'm just chilling. Wanted to come on, talk about some tech. Maybe I'll do these once a month, like I said. Maybe at least once a month would be the goodest you're gonna get out of me, maybe with live streams. But it is what it is. But yeah, I used to have the Apple Watch SE, but I sold it because once again I was not using it the way I would have liked to use it. I had the Samsung Galaxy watches. I've had a slew of watches. I've not yet had a chance to get my hands on a Pixel watch or the OnePlus watch, but I've had Wear OS watches and so on and so on. The Tizen. So I've had smart watches, and I do like smart watches. It's just they don't work with what I do on a daily basis. I'm working, LOL, but wanted to listen in while I did. Well, thanks for listening in. I really do appreciate it. He says, "How's life been?" Life is lifing. It is going pretty good, Just trying to grow my channel. Just frustrations, with not getting enough subscribers or views, But other than that, I'm doing all right. I'm alive. I'm well. Everything is a-okay. I'm going to have to live fold discussion soon. A live fold. Okay, yeah. I'll make sure I try to drop in whenever you have that discussion. Maybe join you so we can chat about that, because that is, something good to chat about. What do you look for in smartwatches? I am trying to look at what other buyers are considering when looking at looking at tech. Smart. Okay, let me see here, because I've never really just thought about that with smartwatches, because usually I'm just buying a smartwatch to have a companion with my phone. But battery life. How long will it last? Battery life. That's pretty much what I'm looking for, because I don't use my smartwatch for sleep. It's pretty much battery life, and make sure I'm getting all my notifications, and if I can text and make calls on it. That's pretty much what I look for when I go for a smartwatch, because it's like a companion to your smartphone, especially if you do not have the cellular version. Then it's running off of Bluetooth, and you just need it to be able to get all of your notifications when you can't pull out your phone, but you do want to still check something. So that's pretty much what I buy them for. You know, other people may buy them for fitness, sleep tracking, and stuff like that, but I'm not into all of that like that. So when I'm getting a smartwatch, I want to make sure it has long lasting battery life, or at least enough battery life to get me through a whole day, and then make sure it is compatible with my device to where I'm getting all of my notifications, my phone calls, my text messages, emails, so on and so on. Jordan Floyd said, I don't like smartwatches that much either. Been using a Fitbit lately. Got all my health step stats plus week-long battery is awesome. See, you just got to find what works for you. You know, one person may like a smartwatch, then the other one don't like a smartwatch. I love smartwatches. I just can't use it in my work flow because of the kind of work that I do. I work in a cafeteria and I'm not able to have on a smartwatch. So the best thing for me is to have my phone in my pocket. But they're like, yeah, but you could still take your smartwatch and put it in your pocket. But what's the use of that when I have a phone, you know? So if I had a job to where I was able to wear a smartwatch every day, then yes, I would have more, you know. But like I said, I've had them in the past, but they just sit and go to waste because I'm only getting to wear them Friday after I get off of work, Saturday and Sunday. And that just wasn't enough for me, you know. I want to be able to wear it all the time. So therefore I do not buy my money, because I don't spend my money on that stuff because it'll be a waste to me and I'm always selling it, or it's just sitting collecting dust. So my best bet is just to have a smartphone, because the smartphones can do everything that the watches can do, you know. But it is what it is, and it just all depends on what kind of situation you're in. And a smartphone is just works better for me. I can count my steps on my smartphone if I really need to and stuff like that. I have my battery life is pretty good on the smartphones that I have. So, you know, it sucks that I can't use the smartwatch the way I want to, but I just don't feel there's a need for me to go buy money on a smartwatch when I'm only going to be able to wear it 3 days a week or whatever. So that's why I don't get it. Agreed, especially if you can't use it during work. Not worth it. Right. That's what I'm saying, you know. Some other people might say, oh, well, you can still have one. No, I don't feel like I need one if I can't use it the way I want to use it. But a phone, I'm always using that. So I don't have to worry about that there. So I just leave smartwatches alone. Now, how do you guys feel about those smart rings this they're starting to come out with? Samsung's going to come out with a smart ring. How do you guys feel about that? Like, is that something you guys would buy, a smart ring? Oh no, that just sounds weird to me. Okay, yes, a smartwatch, but a ring? I don't get it. Like, is it going to have a screen on there, show you your notifications? What? I don't know. But yeah, Samsung is supposed to come out with a smart ring, and there are other companies that already have smart rings, you know. Is that something you guys would get into? Is that something you would use on a daily basis, a smart ring? I don't think it'll be beneficial to me either, because then again, I can't really wear it at the job, so it wouldn't work for me at all. So I'm not even gonna try to buy one, waste my money on one if it's not gonna do what I need it to do and fit my needs. I'll try it one day. I heard they got 3-ish day battery life. If they do, that's nice. They are expensive up front, and some have a reoccurring subscription, which is lame, right? That is very lame. See there? That's very lame. Smart ring. Didn't some startup release something like that years ago? I don't see a purpose in it. The watch takes care of the needs that a ring would. My question would be, where would it be different? See, that I don't know, but that's where you come to different people liking different things. You know, some people might rather have a smart ring than having a watch. Some people might not like wearing a watch because it's bulky and it's more visible. Some people might just want a ring that they put on their finger and just connect to their phone app and just use it just like that. That's something I really can't, I really do not have the answer to that because I'm not a ring person really. So I don't know. I don't know. It's, I guess it's just all what you prefer and what you like, you know. Because I know people that do not care for smartwatches. They're like, what's the use of a smartwatch when I have my cell phone, you know? But then you have people that are like, oh, the smartwatch, that's the best thing that ever happened. I'd rather have the smartwatch than have a smartphone. Just buy cellular for the smartwatch, you know? So it is what it is. It just all depends on what you like and what you don't like, I'm guessing. And that's what's crazy because tech is just different. Every company tries to do something different, and people are going to like certain things one company does, and they're not going to like certain things that another company does. It just all depends on what you prefer. That's why sometimes it's hard having a YouTube tech channel when you're trying to tell your subscribers or viewers how you feel about something, because you may feel this way about it but they may feel a whole nother way about it, you know. So it's kind of hard trying to tell somebody what to buy when you think it's good but then they get it and they think it's bad, or you think it's bad and they think it's just the great, they think it's great. So it's just, it is what it is. It's just that you have to go experience this stuff for yourself so you'll know, because it's all about your opinion, not, you know, that's what you think. Yes, you can try to persuade people and talk people into buying it, but until they try a device or try these things out, they'll never know. They'll just know what you told them. But that's not good enough. They need to go try it out for themselves. But yes, you can recommend things to people, but they still need to go actually physically go test the device out. They don't need to buy a device because you said it was good. They don't need to not but buy a device because you said it was not good, you know. That's just something they got to do on their own. I'm into IEMs, and it's very much the same in the market. What some people lead it, absolutely hate it. LOL. Everybody has certain preference, right? And that's just how life goes. But that's pretty much with anything, not just tech, but it's pretty much with anything in life, you know. You might like it, the next person might hate it. They might hate it, you might love it, you know. You might think it's the greatest since sliced bread or whatever. So you just have to go test it out and try it out for yourself. It may work for you, may not work for them. It may not work for them, but it may work for you, you know. So it's a hit and miss when it comes to some of these tech products in you know, and trying to get your opinion across, you know. That's why in my videos I never try to make somebody, I never say, oh, you should go buy this. I say I recommend you buy this, you won't be disappointed. But I don't say you should go buy this, because what if they buy it and then they're disappointed, and then that leaves them to come back to me, hey, you lied to me, you told me this will be great. So anytime I do make a video like that, I say this is my opinion because it's coming from me, not you, you know. I bought it. I spent my money on it, so I enjoy it. And there's times where I buy stuff and I spend my money on it, and I'm like, nope, this is not what I think it is. But I'm not gonna just talk bad about it. I'll say what I don't like about it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, don't buy it because of this, you know, because you might like it. You know, it's just a little tricky thing you gotta deal with, you know, when you're talking about tech and trying to recommend things to people. That's why I don't try to get into a lot of that when people be like, what do you recommend? Because what I recommend might not be what you want, or, or what you recommend. So I just be like, you have to test it out for yourself. You know, I can help steer you in the right direction, or I'll give you, you can do this one or this one, but I'm not just gonna be like, hey, get this, because I can't. Sean Robertson says, hi everyone. Hello, I'm glad to have you. I agree for sure. Everyone said get the Pixel, but no one said the photo mode can't really take accurate photos of dark skin. Has me looking like a gremlin. See there? See what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. People do like pixel, but like you said, that's something that they leave out. They do take great photos, but it has trouble with dark colored people. So that's something you have to throw in there if you're going to recommend something to somebody. That's just like people be like, oh yeah, Samsung is the best. Then you get a Samsung and you're like, oh, this is crap. Like you lied to me. You told me it was the greatest, and it's not. That's just like iPhone people. They'd be like, oh yeah, this works. You'll love it. You get it and you're like, oh, this is boring. This is trash. So can't try to make somebody buy it because you have it. They have to go experience for themselves. They can ask questions about it, but I'll be like, I'd rather you come test it out for yourself. Here, if you want to come play with my device, check it out, get an idea about what it's going to be, then yes, you can do that. But just because somebody says to go buy this device, I'm not going to make a decision and just go buy the device, unless you're watching buku videos, and this is really something you want to get and you think you'd really be okay with it, so because some people take people's opinions real some people take them real not lightly, some people take them for real, like, oh, you lied to me, you told me that this was going to work and it didn't work, so now you're a liar and I don't want to watch your channel because you said this and then I got it and it was something else, and I don't want that I don't want people like that on my page, that's why, like I say this is my own, these are my own opinions, this is what I think about it, I think it's a good device, not saying you think it's a good device because you might think it's garbage, but I'm like, I think it's a good device because it works for how I need it to work, like I said, I think iPhones are good devices too, but they are boring, so it is what it is. Samsungs are good devices too, because they have feature. Their feature pack. That's why I like Samsung devices, because they have so many different features that other brands do not offer. You know, but that doesn't make it a bad phone because it doesn't have everything that other companies don't have. Or have. It just makes it my opinion and how I feel about it. So that's just a tricky topic right there. It really is, when you're asking somebody about their thoughts and opinions on something. That's why you have to just be careful about how you word stuff. Somebody to turn it around on you and be like, no, you told me that I should have gotten so and so. And then when they get it and it disappoints them and it doesn't live up to their potentials, then it's a big problem. I like the iPhone, but they don't let you do nothing. Right. See, no phone, no Android, no customization, no folders, no customization. I don't see how they're so popular. Right. But I don't know either. I don't know. I don't know how they're popular. It's the name, I guess. But yeah, but they are though. See, I agree with you on that. But somebody else, John Doe, may be like, no, you're lying. This is amazing. And it ain't nothing. So it is what it is. But see, that's why I do have Android and iPhone, because they offer two different, if I want to do get customization and everything, that's what my Samsung Android device is for. If I want to be plain Jane, then I'll get me an iPhone and call it a day. It's just how they make their devices, I guess. I wish iPhones would be more customizable. That would be nice. They're slowly getting there, but they're not going to give us everything we want. They're not going to give us everything we want. They'll give us a little bit. They're just teasing us just a little bit. They'll give us a little bit. They gave us widgets, but it's not how Android does widgets, but at least it's widgets, you know. So that is just how it is. But I'm going to shut this live stream down. I have some other things to do, and I don't want to bore you guys too much. I've already bored you enough. So I'll catch you in the next one. And I'll talk to you later. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And I am out of here.